this entire tech conference has been so laid back. I think that's the first thing. If you're looking for a tech conference that is not all of the bro hype, this is the one you need to come to. So checked in, had a pretty smooth bag check-in, and was able to meet in person with one of the speaker coordinators. So what's so cool about this conference is the founder and the speaker coordinator, they're just, personable. They're navigating around, making sure that we're all just good to go. We're okay. And go to blackistech.com to learn more about it. So we're about to eat lunch, and it's like this delicious buffet of like salad and chicken and lamb and turkey and take your pick. And it's so revitalizing because I'm gonna need it because it's panel day. So after I eat, finish going through all the final logistics of the panel, the quiet before the storm, and away we go.
Brand motivated strategies at C Live different media, a TEDx speaker, also an outgoing CEO at Selling Products US. Zaakirah empowers diverse narratives through branding and storytelling, overcoming unique challenges as a deaf-blind cancer survivor. Our commitment to inclusivity makes her an inspiring panelist who will share our PCOS story and the compelling value Sanico product offers to employers. Welcome, Zaakirah.
So, how many of you know what PCOS is? I'm going to start there. Polycystic ovarian syndrome affects 1 in 10 women. So that can include symptoms like a divorce, irregular menstrual cycles, and lots of facial hair. Or everywhere else. So prior to the pandemic, before I went all in into entrepreneurship, I chose to work a couple of retail jobs. And so another one of the symptoms is extreme fatigue. So there'll be some weeks where I am extremely productive, some weeks where I am extremely tired. And instead of my boss trying to ask what's going on, how can I help you, I get chastised and belittled. And the further I got into my role, especially, being the former interim CEO and CFO at Sanico, the more I realized a lot of women who menstruate have the same issue. Being belittled, not being understood, not being seen, not being heard. So once I was able to have those conversations with Sanico events, I realized, okay, there is a problem that needs to be solved here. Women still need to be seen and heard and understood. And in order for the inclusivity, and even though they're breaking down all the DEI walls right now, people still need to be heard. And that's just for both genders. Although it's menstruators, the men are the ones who are the bosses. The men are the ones who are the decision makers. And I believe that PCOS is just one aspect. There's so many other irregular periods, symptoms going on that I want people to be able to understand.
Okay, so I just finished the panel, human versus AI, human and AI, bridging human and AI in the workplace communities. And it was very engaging, it flew really well. I was a little concerned about time, but we did really good. That's the power of moderating. So we had a really good moderator. Chase did a really good job making sure that we stayed on time, and if he needed to kind of go around and go out of order, because he was really meticulous about making sure we followed the script, but he was really to go with the flow. So it was really good, and I feel like we got some mic drop moments from everyone, because everyone is so knowledgeable about their topics. And then it was so exciting to be able to see some online connections in real life and vice versa. So it's been an amazing day of networking and watching other people complete their pitch competition and have their solo shops and workshops and breakout sessions. So it's been an amazing time at Black in Tech. I'm honored to have been chosen to be on the panel, and I'm so excited for what's to come. But we get one-on-one mentorship sessions. And so they have this cool app, I think it's Brella, B-R-E-L-L-A, and people could book to have a one-on-one mentorship with you. And so I'm getting these email requests like, oh, okay, I'm gonna be a mentor today. So I gotta factor that into my schedule. So we're gonna go check out the rooms of where that's gonna be, and then I can tell people to come join me. So follow me. Assalamu alaikum. Nice to meet you too.
I'm Muslima.
Yes, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
I
you.
put your session on my schedule, but there's all these mentorship. I don't know if are you in the app and you saw the mentorship thing?
Not yet.
Yeah. Well, I joined the app and people are scheduling stuff with me, so I'm gonna try to come see yours and go do the mentorship thing. So.
Now I'm just handling people
Okay.
social media.
So let's rewind a little bit. Tell me more about what excites you the most.
I do love storytelling because when I'm on my own social
Yeah.
media and I live on a ranch. So I got cows, horses, and I'm from the city.
Yeah.
I have an accent and people thought I was from the country,
Uh-huh.
but that's not the case. So when I get on my social media and I'm like, oh my God, one of the cows had a baby today, and I get a lot of
Yeah.
feedback or whatnot. So I'm like, oh, they're interested in that. So the stories that I tell about my day to day, I get a lot of feedback, and I'm like, oh, okay, that could be one direction for me to just focus on that.
Yeah.
But career-wise, I really do want to go higher than just handling other people's social media.
Yeah, okay, so one tip that I can give you, definitely when I first started out, because I've been in the storytelling world before it was predominantly social media, right? So for me, it was just a matter of bringing it online. But what happens is it was the same thing for me, like I'm used to the one-on-one interaction, but if I have to go on a video and just talk, it kind of gets uncomfortable. And then of course, that's all you hear. You hear, oh, what are they gonna think about my accent? What are they gonna think about what I'm saying? All of these other thoughts are in your head, right? So first thing first is always to just kind of separate yourself from those thoughts, because there will always be a distraction. And so what have you already been doing social media wise for your own brand?
Oh yeah, I have a YouTube, but I've neglected the past. But anything to date is probably TikTok or Instagram for the most part. And the content is, well, first of all, I have my own company that's a virtual assistant business, Social Creative Studios.
Yeah.
So I have the page where I'm basically giving people information on, you can use these apps to do X, Y, and Z. You can use this. This is how you get advance and all this kind of stuff. That's one thing. And then for my personal, it's more farm content, film, just random stuff when it comes to me. Yeah. But I don't have a problem sitting down creating content. I can do that easily. Yeah. But it's just, how do I structure it to really work for me?
Okay, so the first, well, congratulations, because I know that it can be hard and confusing and draining, especially if you get clients and they're not the best clients and you know you're in a pivot. So congratulations on that. And next is, I think, exactly. So the key thing is to kind of reintroduce yourself to people. So a little bit more background for me. I really started confidently telling my story online because I'm also a childhood eye cancer survivor, so I see you in one eye, right? So that really opened those doors of like, oh wow, okay, I didn't know that about you, right? So sharing little known facts about you will really first get people opening up. That is always 9 out of 10 times, no matter what the data or the analytics say, is always going to be your most popular post. Little known facts about you that most people, you think about it all the time, but most people don't know that about you. So when you start off that way, that kind of breaks it down into who you are, and then of course go back into how you serve people with, you know, your services and things of that sort. But when you kind of get more comfortable with showing yourself and talking about yourself, it's not necessarily selfish. It's in a way you practicing to toot your own horn. You're on the right places because short content, video content is the next big thing.
Right.
There's so many apps out there now that will make it easy for you to edit anyways. So you're on the right one, but I say, we're about to approach September. I always say do like one thing for 30 days and get a feel for which one it's going to be. So out of YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, which one is your favorite?
I would say probably TikTok. TikTok picks up quicker. I already have like a community on Instagram, but I don't know. I just feel like veering off from Instagram right now. But I enjoy TikTok more.
Okay, so how about that? This is what I hear so far, and then of course you tell me yay or nay or any other question. But I hear that, starting in September, you narrow down your top 3 facts that people don't know about you. Make that your first video, like a reintroduction video.
Okay.
I don't know if you're at that point where you can go live on TikTok yet, but not yet?
Not on TikTok, but Instagram, yeah.
Okay, cool. So then make that your first video, reintroduction video, just nothing but you reintroducing yourself, and build content from there for the next 30 days.
That sounds good. Now that I have a TED Talk speaker telling me that I should do it,
Okay.
do it.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed your TED Talk.
Yay.
I thought it was very unique because I've never known about that type of cancer before. And I enjoyed it. I
Yeah.
watched it on the way over here.
Great. Well, thank you for watching, and that's pretty much it. Like, what I'm starting now in my online community, my email community, is I tell people how I got to that state. They're like, "How did you do that?" I went to do it. That same story that you started, I've been talking about it for 10 years. Different variations of it, different stories, but I've been talking about the same thing for 10 years. And as redundant as it may feel to us, because we know our story, it's not redundant to social media because there's still people like you who are still learning about the cancer itself, about me, so get comfortable with talking about it over and over and over.
Well, thank you for taking the time to talk to me.
Absolutely. You're very welcome. We recommend, we're approaching September, I'm always about a 30-day experiment. Do one thing for 1 month. My suggestion is to create a Threads account and treat it as if you were about to post on X from the brand version.
Okay.
So the same thing, your story, especially we're about to, preseason, it's about to start for a lot of the sports. So use Threads, because what's happening is Threads is doing a lot better with pointing you in the right direction with the right people, as long as you use the right words. I'm bringing stuff out of them that they didn't even realize what it was. But I think if I'm gonna get, acknowledge you, compliment you, and hopefully you take this with you and think about it for the next 365 days, is that you have a unique personality that people need to hear from. And when you're excited about what you talk about, it will show in the video. So
Do this show?